Hey guys, this is John. I just played round 7 of the St. Louis Norm Congress. I was on +1 going into this round. I had the white pieces against Tatev Abrahamian. I considered this a must win game, so I was looking to fight as hard as possible and try to get a full point. The game started out as a Queen's Indian defense, and it went roughly along the lines of my preparation. I ended up getting a big time advantage out of the opening. I had probably an extra 30 minutes, which you guys know for me is pretty rare. So I was feeling good. It was the type of position I was looking for. The game got very sharp roundabout move 30, slightly before, I think move 28. So after she played this move Queen D7, I felt like I had been in control, kind of dictating matters up until then. I was attacking her B pawn at various times. I was combining play in the center and even on the king side. So after this move Queen D7, she's attacking my pawn on G4 and also A4. And I had about 20 minutes at that point, and she was under 5. So it really felt like this was the time to try to crack Black's position, find some strong moves, and try to either confuse her in time pressure or just use my objective advantage, because I really did think I was better at that point. So I played, I think, the strongest move, Rook E6, stopping Queen takes G4. She took on A4, and this is probably where things start to go wrong for me after she takes on A4, because I have a lot of tempting options, but even with the extra time, it was not clear which one I should pursue. I looked at a lot of moves there. My rook on B3 is under attack, so I looked at rook A3, rook C3, even this unusual move, Queen C2, which defends the rook but puts me in a pin. I think that's the move I should have played, Queen C2, because the idea is rook E7 on the next move, trying to attack H7. But the move looked geometrically odd to me, and I couldn't bring myself to play it. So I instead transferred my rook to the king side. I played rook H3. But then after Queen D1, King H2, which is fine, King H2 gets out of the pin, Bishop C8. That was another key moment, because my rook on E6 is now under attack, and it's very much similar to the decision a couple moves ago. Sharp position, lots of options, rook E7, rook takes D6, rook E1, even stuff like rook D3 or bishop E2. There were about 5 different candidate moves there I had to consider. Ended up using almost all my remaining time, so we were even on the clock, and I played a bad move, rook E1. I was trying not to lose time in the sense of the initiative. I was trying to keep threats going, attacking her queen, but that was a bad decision. I think I should have played rook takes D6 there. I'll go back and look at that, but should have captured on D6, and the position even then is highly unclear. But after rook E1, queen takes G4, I was hoping that I'd get something going against her king. I took on G5 and then played rook H4 with this idea of bishop D3 and trying to swing my rook over to G1. But I'm down 2 pawns because she took on A4, she took on G4, and then took back on G5. So I'm really going all in at that point, trying to win. After she played rook G7, which is a good move, I had thought that before we got to that position, I could play bishop takes H7 with the idea rook takes H7, rook G1, pinning her queen to her king. But unfortunately, she has bishop G4 blocking, and if rook G takes G4, she can just take with a queen. Queen takes G4. I can't recapture because of the H-file pin. And once I saw that, I knew I was probably busted, because I'm down 2 pawns. If I can't play that direct attacking move, then my initiative is fizzling. So we traded some pieces. I didn't really have a choice. Got into a rook endgame where she's up 2 pawns. There was this moment where, right when we got into the rook endgame, I could have tried to attack her d6 pawn with this move rook h6. It looks very obvious. I saw it during the game. Problem is, she plays rook g5 check, followed by rook g6, and blocks and keeps the pawns. Even still, though, I think I probably should have gone for that, because in rook endgames, the activity of the remaining rook is paramount. And as it played out, my rook got passive, she brought her king up, started improving her position, and I was soon down 3 pawns and simply losing. I played it out because there are some tricks, and, this is a GM Norm tournament. I want to make the most of any possible chance. There were some funny stalemate tricks at the end, but Tatev got the job done, and she beat me. So, extremely disappointing game. I mean, obviously I'm bummed. I wanted to win with white against the lowest rated player in the field. But as I was saying the other day, there's no easy games in a tournament like this. Just because on paper she's 150 points roughly lower than me does not mean I was going to take this game lightly. I feel like anyone can beat anyone in a tournament like this. But still, that hurts. To be in control, up time, everything seemed to be pointed towards a win for me. I was feeling good, didn't get nervous at all, just didn't find the right plan. Or maybe not the right plan, just the right continuation in a highly tactical position, starting with on move 28, queen d7. There were some tough calls there and lots of candidate moves, and I didn't find my way through the murkiness sufficiently. But full credit to Tatev, she outplayed me in those complications. She's playing very well. She's on 4 out of 6, along with Solakaidu. So the two women in the tournament, they're really representing and playing strong chess. They both have GM norm chances if they score 2 out of 3 in the remaining 3 rounds to get to 6 out of 9 for them. I'm higher rated, so I would have needed 6.5. And by virtue of this loss, I am out of norm contention. So absolutely out of norm contention. Even if I somehow win my remaining 3 games, I would still come up half point short of the norm. So obviously very disappointing. But I don't feel too bad about it. I'm going to go back and look at that game. Just a couple things, a couple moves in the clutch. Like, that's often what chess comes down to. A couple key moments in a game that may not tell the whole story of the game, but definitely impact the result. So tonight I'm playing black against Akshat Chandra. Starts in less than an hour. I'm going to go get some prep. But thank you guys again for the support. I haven't read any of the comments yet for this round. I'm sure there's going to be some disappointed Finns fan out there. We'll get through, guys. We'll get through. I'll keep pushing. I'll try to do my best in these remaining 3 rounds. Just remember, chess is a long game. The result of one single game, one single tournament, even 1 year of you playing the game over the board does not, it's not the final say in you as a chess player. So I'm still optimistic, and I'll do my best in these remaining 3 rounds. All right, I'll update you guys again tonight. Bye.